Hey guys, Krisha here. Please be cautious of any fake comments and emails you may receive from people pretending to be Mango Research. Sean and I will never ever contact you for investment opportunities or anything of that sort. To get in touch with the real Mango team, make sure to join our official Discord chat using the link in the description below. Stay safe out there, and remember, do it Mango. And what's up you guys? Welcome to the Mango Grove. My name is Krisha. And this is today's BTT, that is BitTorrent analysis video. Now, if I have to be completely honest with you guys, I'm primarily covering this one because there's been a lot of hype on this. I noticed that a lot of people, even in the live streams, have been asking for an analysis on BTT. And also, this is actually going to be my first time covering BTT on, in one of my analysis videos. So we're going to be dissecting this one together. Now, heads up, I did do some preliminary analysis for BTT, and what I'm really liking about this chart right now, at least it's an observation. Okay, so far it's just an observation. I'm noticing the volume pickup on this coin. Okay, and then a huge coincidence was that just like I believe 15 minutes ago, I was on Twitter. And I noticed a tweet from Justin's son. Shillmaster Justin's son is comparing BTT to Dogecoin or Dogecoin or Dogecoin, however you want to pronounce that. So I think it may start doing something, but as far as the TA goes, if I have to be completely honest, it's not there just yet. Okay, I don't think it's there just yet. The volume is picking up, so we'll see where this wants to go. Now, without further ado, let's get into, well, we're first going to start off with the Mango dashboard, and then I'm going to get on over to the chart. Okay, so here you go, Mango dashboard. I have already filtered out BTT from this list, and if you caught the trend on the Mango dashboard, so BTT USDT did give us a long bullish trend change on the 4-day time frame, which came in around 75 days ago. Okay, so it essentially caught that trend for you on those high time frames. And if you caught a trade on this, you're up 1,991%. Okay, but let's get on over to some of the lower time frames. Okay, let's get on over to the daily first. Daily is telling us that this trend is neutral. All right, how about the 12-hour? The 12-hour is also telling us that this trend is neutral. What about the 4-hour? 4-hour too. Okay, the trend is neutral here. And that's why I want to see the bulls actually, give us a bit of oomph to, tip us off on BTT actually having continuation to the upside in the short term. Okay, now let's get on over to the chart. As you can see, this weekly time frame is still very much in bullish territory. That Mango dynamic is still bullish, it's still green. Okay, however, the upline as well as the Mango dynamic is coming in here at around 0.0047 cents. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and maybe mark that with a line segment. Alrighty, and like I said, we're pretty much going to be dissecting this one together. I just I just had a very brief sort of look at the chart to come up with an analysis on this one. So weekly is, okay, it's looking good still, right? It's still in bullish territory. And how do I determine the bullish territory is whether or not, it's maintaining that bullish structure. And by structure, I am looking for a series of higher lows. So far, this is looking good, okay? However, let's get on over to the daily time frame, because what's really happened here is that BTT has had an aggressive move to the upside, right? It was a very, very volatile move. I mean, just getting back on over to that weekly chart. Now, BTT actually started to run in the first week of Feb, right? And it's been running since. Now, each candle here, now this candle alone was a good 128%. This candle right here was a good 115%. This one right here was 184. So this chart is extremely volatile. Very, very volatile. Now, getting on over to the daily time frame, I'm going to tell you what it is that I'll be looking at in order for me to anticipate continuation to the upside. Okay, as you can see, price is currently sitting on top of the Mango dynamic, right? We have not sort of lost it yet. We did see one close underneath the dynamic, but then price did not see that confirmation. For confirmation, I usually look for 2 consecutive candle body closes underneath that region of support. Okay, we did not get that. We lost it here, and then we took it back up very, very swiftly. Now, notice the squeeze on the Mango dynamic, price relative to the dynamic. Okay, we have that upline coming in over price action right now, and this is sitting at around 0.008 cents. Dynamic is sitting at 0.007 cents, right? As soon as price starts closing over that upline on the daily time frame, I will be looking for continuation from there. Okay, at which point I think it would have broken like a trend line of sorts. So this is what I'm looking at right now. Alrighty, I'll be giving more precedence to that upline because so far it's done extremely well off the upline. Now, the one time we took it out here, price got supported on the upline as well as dynamic, and then we had another move to the upside, giving us a good what? What was this move? From these highs right here to say the tops, I'm going to take the candle body closes. That was good 500% to the upside. Okay, so just living over that upline and holding it as support is going to tip me off on trend continuation. Okay, I'll be looking for the bullish revival on the lower time frames. So far, BTT is all right. I think it's still very much in its phase of consolidation. But now let's get on over to the 4-hour time frame, see where we are. Now, initially, when I was looking at this chart, I saw this. Okay, I'm going to show you. Now, I know that a lot of people are likely looking at this, which is a pattern play. Okay, this is going to be a pattern play. It's more like a falling wedge of sorts. Okay, so this is essentially what it is that I'm looking at. And what I don't like about this picture right now, and this is why I think the pattern has been negated for those of you who are looking at it, I'm noticing that price has broken back below the breakout point right here. So if you're looking at this as the breakout point, we have essentially closed a candle underneath that breakout point. And I'll be looking at this as that pattern getting negated. Now, could we bounce here? Sure, I mean, we can. But what I personally will be looking for, okay, is for us to start living over this region right here. Now, remember what we're looking for in order to really establish whether or not something is going to start an uptrend. Right? Now, for those of you in the Mango Seed program, you guys have a good in-depth sort of understanding of trend analysis. What we're looking for over here is for BTT to set in a trend of sorts. I'll be looking for that structure. I want to see higher lows being set in now, because notice what happened here. Okay, this entire region right here. We put in a low here. We put in a lower low here, and then this was another lower low. Okay, so now I want to see this trend to the upside. I want to see a series of higher lows on the 4-hour time frame. Okay, so this is what I'll be looking for first. As soon as I see another higher low being set in, that's when I'll look for a higher high to be set in. Okay, and as soon as we start seeing that trend, that's when I'm like, all right, you know what? BTT may very well be starting something right along this region. But first, I'll be waiting on that confirmation. I think that confirmation will be given to me. Now, personally, this is how I like to play it. I like to play it when the next higher high has been set in. Okay, as soon as that's been set in, I'll look for the next low to come in, and I'll get a bid on the next low. Now, these are just tips of how I personally look at the trend, okay, and how I decide whether or not I want to get into a position. Because so far, I mean, unless that trend is really set in, I'm sort of looking at this as opportunity cost. You know, not when a lot of other charts are looking good. They're getting down there to hit major weekly support, which just makes it an easier trade to manage, right? It's a major level, especially if it's on the weekly time frame. And then if you get a trade on that, it's just an easy one to manage, because on the next week, which opens rather in around 2 days, if price breaks under those weekly regions of support, I know that I'm invalidated on my trade very, very quickly, and I do not have to take that much of a loss. Okay, now this is the upside case for BTT USDT. That's if we start taking out these highs here, then I'm saying up we go. Okay, the next region of contention is only going to come in here at around 0.099 cents. As far as the bearish side of this goes, okay, as soon as price starts taking out this wick low right here, and I'm just going to clear out my this really nasty squiggly line. As soon as price starts taking out this wick low right here that comes in at 0.00697 cents, I will be looking for continuation to the downside. Okay. The next region of contention likely coming in at, let me put my daily on, and yeah, it's likely gonna get volatile. I'll say that. It's going to end up getting really, really volatile if we start breaking down from here. Okay, we may very well see a test of this 0.004 cent region. But if I had to really sort of, if I had to really place my bets on this, okay, now because we are in that overarching bull market, we're seeing all the cryptocurrencies right now, Bitcoin included, trending to the upside. We have these really, really powerful weekly uptrends, okay? That is the overarching trend right now. It is bullish. And more often than not, you usually see consolidations like this break to the side of that macro trend. Alrighty, so careful on playing the bearish patterns, I'll say that. And if you are playing the bearish side of any cryptocurrency, have your invalidation points in place. Okay, now just to give you a quick sort of overview on what I would consider an invalidation point here. is this mango dynamic that comes in at around 0.007 cents. As soon as we start closing daily candles underneath 0.007 cents, that's when I'll be looking for continuation to the downside. Okay, so far I think BTT, yes, we're picking up volume. Yes, we got Justin Sun, Mr. Shillmaster shilling BTT, but there may be stronger contenders out there. I'll say that. Okay, I'll be waiting on some sort of confirmation, some sort of oomph from the bulls here. Alrighty, now this is all I have for you for BTT USDT. Let me know what your thoughts are on this chart. I would love to hear it. With this, guys, trade safely, trade stress-free, trade the mango way, trade the easy way. Ciao.